So, gonna give a quick once over on our current sharpening setup here in the shop. A while back I built a real nice heavy stand, added some 1/2 inch plate and some 1/4 inch wall. I think that's like 5-inch tubing or 4-inch tubing or something. A couple of posts for hanging belts, and then a 3/4 inch plate top that I had as an old fixture. Welded up the bottom all the way up, and then I filled it full of concrete and then welded the top on. So this is a very heavy stand. And then bolted this tiny little 1x30 belt sander to the top of it. Eventually I'll build probably a 1x72, but you know what? I've been using this belt sander for the last 16 years and it's still chugging along. So currently my sharpening process is anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes, depending on the length of the blade. Put an LED light at the top that shines right on the edge. What that does is it allows me to see the burr a lot better. Got a rubber eraser for cleaning off the belt, and an old blade just for breaking the edges of a new belt. We've been currently running 1x30, these Norton Blaze 120 grit belts, the SGs. I get them from True Grit. They hold up pretty well. I think we're getting 40 or 50 blades out of one, and that's roughing from as hand ground and or as machine finished to burr, and then we go straight to stropping on the leather belt with some rubbing compounds. I think I'm using Moco lapping compound C12. I get it from McMaster. Lasts basically forever. I think I bought 2 jars like 6 or 7 years ago. I'm still using the first jar. So yeah, awesome. Let me give you a rundown. This belt is kind of worn, so it's a little slow. But let me hook the camera up on a tripod and I'll give you a rundown. So all I had for sharpening was a fixed blade Quayback from one of our first runs. Is just a bad one. So it's already got a primary bevel on it, or primary and then secondary edge bevel. So basically I'm just going to bring it to a burr, and then I'll strop it. So what you'll see is on Quayback style or American or Japanese style Tanos, I do 2 separate sharpenings. Sharpen the main, and then I do the tip. You kind of get that secondary grind line, as you can see there. So now we have a burr. I highly doubt you're going to be able to see that. Now, let's see if we can see it on the second side. Okay, so you can just see the burr right there. Now, contrasting that with the side that does not have a burr. I don't know if it really comes in very clear. So then, once I've got it, got a good solid burr all the way across, I'll flip it over one more time, take 2 swipes on either side to help knock the burr down, and then I'll strop. I'm going pretty light. So, we'll move on to the strop. Be nice to have a little faster belt change. Might shave off a few seconds when I'm sharpening, but so far it's not really worth it. And then I strop on the hard on the plating, and I just go all the way across. Give it about 5 strops either side twice. Usually it'll take care of it. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you something that is probably going to make people twitch. Let me wipe the rubbing compound off of this. This is not a good indicator on how sharp a knife is. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry if anybody disagrees with me, but I've been doing this for a long time, almost 2 decades, sharpening many thousands of knives. And I tell you what, that is not how you tell a knife is sharp. You want to tell a knife how sharp a knife is, you either cut paper with it or you run your finger across the edge. Now, don't be a moron. Don't just run your finger across the edge. It'll fillet your finger like you wouldn't believe. But if you very lightly run your fingers across it, it should feel smooth like glass. If you feel any like grab where it feels gritty, that means you still have a burr and you need to remove it. And when you push in, it should feel like your skin is tugging like a rubber band, like you're stretching a rubber band. That's how you tell it's starting to cut. You're not actually cutting yourself, you're just feeling the edge. So, if you don't think you can manage that, or that makes you cringe, you don't think you can handle it, use a piece of paper to check how sharp it is. Just happen to have a sticky note sitting here. It should just cut paper real clean. Okay, all the way to the tip. If you get partway through and it kind of grabs, then you still have a burr. What you can do as well is run like that and not actually try to cut, and you'll feel if you have a burr on the edge. And that's how we sharpen. So, hope you guys enjoy, hope you guys learned something. If you do, make sure you subscribe and like and tell your friends about it. Thanks, guys.